Good morning, everyone, or good evening, wherever you are, whatever side of the planet you're on. And today I have David Perdue of NAMS. That's Niche Affiliate Marketing Systems. For those of you who don't know, I'm a faculty at NAMS. I've been to NAMS in Atlanta. It's a fantastic group. I love the dynamics of the group. Fantastic instructors, fantastic students. People are very motivated. Getting together at a NAMS meeting or NAMS weekend in Atlanta. Hopefully, I'm hoping that they'll have them in other parts of the world one of these days soon. It's just a fantastic event because it's so dynamic. If you get a chance to go to one of these events, you're going to find that when you're there, it's a weekend that's full of just fantastic energy, and not just energy like people are raw energy, but people are actually sitting down, making plans, and getting going. And I think so many people have really gotten their start at one of these NAMS events, and this is why people keep coming back. I mean, when I was there and when I was on Skype, I saw the same people again and again. So what we're going to do today is I've got David Perdue on here so he could talk about what us affiliates, unique ways for us product owners, info product owners to get affiliates to build your market. This is something that we all need to do, and this is David, who's actually one of my early affiliates. When I started building product creation labs, David was one of the best affiliates I had, and that's how we've got to know each other right there. That's how we built our relationship from there, and since then we've done a lot more things together. But David, please take it away and let everyone know how info product creators can use affiliates. Well, use affiliates, that sounds terrible, but how they can get affiliates to help them get their product out onto that vast internet market.
Well, it is used. I mean, it is a relationship that is used back and forth. I mean, it's one of the things I talk about frequently, and I've even put it on our sales page. And by the way, thank you for having me here. One of the things that we've talked about frequently is that old Greek philosophy, which I love to reference, called enlightened self-interest. And the basis of that is what's good for you is good for me. So to me, that's the whole core of an affiliate product owner relationship. The affiliate, if you've got a good product and it sells well, the affiliate gets a lot out of it. If you are creating products and you treat your affiliates really well, then you're going to get a lot more sales. So it's a one hand washing the other kind of relationship. You and I built our relationship in the beginning as an affiliate product owner relationship, and then it switched, and I became a product owner and you became an affiliate, and that's the way this business works.
Yeah, and even if it never switches to like we did, it's a symbiotic relationship.
Absolutely.
And I hear some affiliates that think that it's just saying, well, because I promote your product, you have to promote my product. I never play that game.
Yep.
Because it has to be a good product, obviously, for me to promote it. But I think if you're promoting my product, you're getting, you're profiting off this too.
That's right.
And being an affiliate is great. I'm doing a lot more affiliate promotion now than product creation this year, and it's great. It's a fantastic way to.
In some ways, it's a lot easier, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's a lot easier. There's a lot less work. So affiliates are happy to promote. I'm very happy to promote if it's a good product.
So one of the big issues, though, is there are so many digital online products and offline products out there where affiliates have so many choices of who to promote, and once you start digging in as an affiliate marketer, you realize that it's not just ClickBank, but Walmart is selling through affiliates. AT&T is selling through affiliates. You can find all of these people on Commission Junction and other big Carousel and other big affiliate commission hub sites, and they load their products up there, and they sell all kinds of software and physical products, and you start looking at Amazon as a funnel for affiliates, and it's huge. So you have to compete with all of that as a product owner. And we're going to talk specifically today about how to really get the attention of the affiliates and make sure that you get them back. The first assumption is going to be that you have a good product. So if you don't have a good product, you're going to have a really difficult time getting affiliates, but especially keeping affiliates. So if you don't have a good product, that's the first thing you need to do is work on the product. I'm going to go through this next slide really quickly. It just tells you a little bit about my background, which I think has been exceptionally helpful to me because of the thing I'm in now, and that is product creation and affiliate marketing. I was an editor, writer, and a publisher in the newspaper and magazine business. That is actually me in the middle of that picture in 1979. That was my
nice haircut.
Yeah, you like that, huh? My wife would say to me today, if I had that haircut, "Hun, you need a little hair care product on your head," you know. And, of course, that was back when I had black hair. And Kevin, you've seen me. My hair is snow white now, like in that upper left corner. That is me up there. But that was 1979, and I had my own newspaper then. I was a publisher of a weekly newspaper right out of college. I bought a newspaper because I was always an entrepreneur and very seldom somebody who was comfortable in a corporate setting. And there's one thing about this picture I want to point out to you. See this guy right here in the back? See my arrow on him?
Mm-hmm.
This kid,
Yes.
his name is Matthew, and he was probably 19 or 20 at that point. And he was just like that, sullen, in the background, not friendly, all that stuff. He became a fundraiser for Indiana University in the alumni department. And last year, he raised like $6 billion for these people. I mean, you know, you just never know who you're impacting or is impacting you as you're going up. And Matthew
Exactly.
is still a good friend, and I have a lot of respect for him. But the guy was able to really do some sales to be able to generate I don't think it was billion. I think it was like $600 million for the university. What do they call that? Endowment, for the endowment. So I was in the newspaper business for 20 years as an editor, writer, and publisher. There's the content side of my online business. I was a consultant for 20 years after that in the information technology business, and I did mergers and acquisitions. I specialized in e-commerce, and so there was a lot of technology in that side of my world. I already said that I was an entrepreneur. I'd had my own business from 1995 to 1996. I'm sorry, 1989 to 1996, that I was a stock photo agency, and I sold that to a company in London when digital photography started coming into the marketplace. And God, am I glad I did, because the average price of a picture rental when I sold my company was $267 per image, per use. And today, of course, you can get them for $1 or less.
And we complain when we have to pay $1 for them on Dreams Time.
Oh, I know.
Or like that.
I know. It's crazy, you know. And I'm a coach and a mentor. As an editor and a publisher, I had to learn how to motivate people. So I do that as well. And I've been a founder of 3 businesses, and I'm a product owner and an affiliate now. I have multiple products, and I sell multiple things as an affiliate. It's important that people look at the niche affiliate marketing system, and they think, oh, I don't want to be an affiliate. Do I have to be an affiliate to participate in the NAM system? Well, I always say no, you don't have to be an affiliate. You can be a product owner and get just as much out of it, but I guarantee you, if you are not both, you're leaving money on the table.
Yep.
So the first thing that somebody needs to do when you are creating a product is figure out what your marketing plan is. Once your product's complete, what is your marketing plan? What's your goal? And what I've found, Kevin, you might have a different take on this, but what I've found is I don't want to spend any money, if I have to, at least at first, on getting new revenue. So I want more sales, no money. I want more sales and no expense. That's the kind of ROI I love, and that's the reason I love the internet, is because you can do it.
Oh, yes. It's so different from the old offline world where you had thousands of dollars in before you opened the doors.
Oh, absolutely. You know, that business that I had that was a stock photo agency, I started that on a shoestring too, but I still invested like about $40,000 right up front.
Yep.
You know, and I start a product today, and I've invested, 3 days of my time? And it's just completely different. The other thing I want is consistent growth. I don't want it to start and then stop. I want it to start and maintain an upward growth pattern. And the final thing that I'm always looking for is feedback. And when I say great feedback here, I'm not necessarily talking about I want people to give me great testimonials. That's wonderful. But what I want is to look at the feedback that you get from all kinds of different avenues, such as the first being the marketplace. What's the marketplace telling you? So you've got to measure that and understand what's happening there. Your affiliates are a great source of feedback because they'll tell you what works and what doesn't work for them. And if you're listening to them, they're going to help you sell more product. When somebody comes to me and says, I can sell 100 units of this tomorrow if you make this change to the sales page, I guarantee you that sales page is going to have a change on it. Because I listen to those folks. The affiliates often know what works in their market a lot better than I do.
Well, exactly. A good affiliate has been around for a long time, and they know exactly what's going to sell.
Well, when you start plugging into super affiliates, those people really know their business. And one of the things that I have learned, I'll give you an example. Terry Dean was one of our instructors at the last workshop. Mm-hmm. And I love Terry, and I've been following Terry for years, and I was absolutely privileged to have Terry at the workshop as an instructor. I was kind of shocked that he came, but I was tickled to death that he did. And I said, Terry, you know, I'd love for you to take a look at the sales page and tell me what I need to do to get it going a little better, to get a better conversion, because that's what Terry's focus was conversions. And he said, well, I won't do a full analysis, but David, look at your headline. Your headline is the typical standard internet marketing headline that you see, big red headline that makes promises that everybody else makes. What's your unique promise, and how can you back it up? So just with that little tip, we made changes that were a huge impact. Now, Terry knows his business as an affiliate marketer and a product owner. So I listen to those people. I get feedback. The other thing, Kevin, is what are your options? How do you get traffic? When you're a product owner, especially with a new product and you're sitting there, you've got a list maybe, and your list is going to drive a certain amount of sales maybe. But what I want is to be able to multiply my list, by 10 or 12 times immediately, and you do that through affiliates. I want the reach that affiliates give me. So you can buy advertising, you can buy PPC, or you can buy banner ads, or you can buy solo e-zine ads, whatever, or you can borrow traffic. And the affiliates is another way of borrowing traffic in my mind, because an affiliate representation is an endorsement. When you say to people, you got to go to NAMS, that's the best kind of advertising in the world to me.
Well, exactly. When we did in, I think it was October, my NAMS, and because I really believe in it, and I like what you're doing, so I really let my members know how fantastic it is, and that it was a big endorsement. Instead of just, oh, here, go to this link. Tell them what it's all about, and good affiliates will do that.
Yeah, and in fact, you even sent me a note and said, David, whatever you need, I'm there for you on this. I'll be an instructor. I'll be a webinar, because you believe in it so much. Now, those kind of endorsements, you just don't laugh at those, because that is the kind of stuff that is gold, and that's the kind of affiliate relationships that you want. And you wouldn't do it either if you didn't think the product was great. So.
No, you won't get me doing that for a lot of other these conferences.
Right.
I've been to one which was just a raw conference, and I did not find it was worth a cent to me. Yours, I would have paid for.
I'll keep that in mind. So, the other thing about
I did. I had to pay for the flight over. That was.
That's right. You did. So the other thing, though, about borrowing traffic is that when you use affiliates, it's performance-based. Now, I love that model. I mean, if I don't have to pay you anything up front to sell my product, if I don't have to pay you $10 an hour to get on the phone, how great is that? All I got to do is make it easy for you to do that. And that's what this is about today. We're going to talk about making it easy for people.
Yeah, you're paying out of profits. You're not paying ahead. That's fantastic.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So as a product owner,
advertising is totally different. You advertise, you have to pay up front. It's like, man, I got to put out a lot of money, and I don't have to get started here with affiliates.
Well, this has been going on forever. When you talk about commission sales, how many people do we know that started out or went to college and did things like sold encyclopedias in the summertime, or All of that is commission sales. I mean, it might be a small amount of money to a small what do you call it, hourly wage, but then on top of that you get a little commission as well. And commission sales has been going on forever because it is a performance-based system. Affiliate marketing is a performance-based system.
Hey, when I went to university in '77, I got this job for a while, going door to door. They called first, but I would go out and I would deliver these certificates for a photo place for Christmas photos. Mm-hmm. I was making $25 an hour in 1977 when my friends were making $3.50 an hour. I was making $25 an hour between university classes.
You were living high on the hog then, partner. $25 an hour in 1977. Yikes!
I know, but the job came to an end, unfortunately. But so for affiliates, it's a very it's very lucrative.
Yeah, so I hear product owners sometimes say, "Well, I don't have any affiliates, and they're just a pain in the butt, and it seems like a waste of time to me because only a couple will promote." So let me give you an example: 98 out of 100. That's kind of the average. 2 of the 100 that you're going to have are going to be really good promoters for you, or even make a sale. 4.3% of my affiliates have made a sale, so I'm doing something right in motivating affiliates. So 4.3 of my affiliates have made a sale in the last 6 months. Of that 4.3%, I'd say probably 1/3 of those account for like 80% of my affiliate sales, and there are 2 people that I can point to that account for about half. So those folks are really pushing hard, and they get whatever they want from me. 38% of my total revenue comes from my affiliates. Now, if you think about that, 38% of my total revenue comes from affiliates. Are you going to throw that away? Are you going to say, no, I don't want to be bothered with affiliates. They're too much trouble. I think it's crazy if you do. As a product owner, and that costs me nothing. That costs me nothing because when an affiliate makes a sale for $100 and I give them 50% commission, people look at that and they say, oh, well, that's $50 that I gave to the person who sold it for me. That's $50 I could have kept. No, you got it backwards. That's $50 that the affiliate gave you is what it is.
Yeah.
And
it's a sale you would never have made.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And in my case, the way that I do it with affiliates is I tag everything in our system to an affiliate. So when you send somebody into my system, the person who's the visitor is tagged by the affiliate, and so that if they buy now, you get the commission. If they buy later, you get the commission. So and if they buy something that I promote to them, you get the commission. And to me, it's worth it to have that affiliate relationship so that somebody gets a check every month. There's no greater motivator than getting a check every month or a PayPal deposit.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to love your affiliates. Affiliates are your friend.
I actually wish that if my affiliates all lived in the same city with me, I'd be able to take them out for dinner every once in a while.
Well, see, that's one of the reasons.
Fantastic.
That's one of the reasons I love NAMS too, and one of the reasons I started. Yeah, was because I do.
It's like that, isn't it?
I get many of my affiliates there, and I get to shake their hands, and I get to point people out in the audience, and I get to make sure that people understand these are the guys doing it right. You want to be like this person, and then we find out what that person does, and they share. So the thing that is the driving force is for me as a product owner is that affiliates have my audience. It's the old saying, find out where the traffic is and step in front of it. The affiliates have it. The affiliates have my traffic. And so what I want is for them to be rewarded for sharing that traffic. And it's like I said earlier, you said I want you to meet my good friend David. And that is an endorsement that we want our affiliates to make for us to that traffic. It is who you know. I mean, this picture, I love this picture because it is the connection piece of it. And if you think that you have a few connections, and then all of those connections have connections, it's that Kevin Bacon game, which I love the concept of that Kevin Bacon game. How many connections do you have to Kevin Bacon?
To Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. And affiliates are connectors, and a good affiliate is somebody who's always networking for you, and because they get paid well for doing that, and that's what drives them. And really good affiliates, I'm going to show you in a little bit, are people who know how to continue driving that very same traffic without much effort. So they start doing stuff that has a longer shelf life. And those are the ones that I really want to encourage. And successful product owners, we protect those relationships big time. I made a mistake one time and promoted something that I had not looked at, and it was pretty awful. And it was cheap. It was one of those little $7 products, and I thought, oh, this will be a quick few bucks. And it was.
Right.
And I it was actually at a live conference, and I won an award for promoting it. I was not the top seller, but I was in the top 5. And it was a piece of crap. And one of my friends, who was also a seller for me, sent me a note and said, David, I know you and love you, but if I didn't, I would never buy anything from you or sell anything again because this product sucks. And I opened it up and dug into it, and it did suck. And so I had like 48 sales in about 3 hours, $7 a piece, and I wrote each one of them a note, pulled it off my page, and refunded all of that money to all of those people. Because I said, and I told them exactly what I'd done. I said, I'm at a live conference. I got caught up in this contest. I promoted this before I looked at it, and it's not worth the money you paid for it. And do you know, I still have all of those people on my list. All of those people, that built a stronger relationship with all of them because I was protecting them.
Yeah, that's it's so important. It's just to be that transparent. I mean, we've all made those mistakes. I once sent people to what I thought was free. It was something for free, but it turns out that once you get on this guy's list, you can never get off. And I'm like, oh,
Right.
great, nobody told me about that.
Right.
And fortunately, because we have all these friends on the internet, Michelle Brow stepped in and said, here, I've got a set of headers. I should have told you about him. Here's a set of headers. Why don't you give these away to people? To console them. So that's what I did. I sent out an email. I'm really sorry. Please don't anybody else click on this guy's link. And here's a little something to make up for my stupidity. Other people know I'm an idiot at times.
Yeah, yeah. And it's innocent. And when it's innocent, you just step
Yeah.
up and say, I made a mistake.
Yeah, yeah. And it's all about, again, they say relationship. Protecting the relationship is very, very important.
Yeah, when we get offline, I want to talk about that a little bit, talk about who that was. Because I think I know.
Okay.
So what does your affiliate want? Your affiliate wants the same thing you do, really. He wants more time. He wants more content. He wants more product evaluations. He wants to be able to provide value to the people on his list, and he wants you to do it for him. Kevin, don't you really want people doing stuff for you as much as possible?
Well, yeah, myself, if somebody is approaching me and they want me to promote their product, one thing that turned me off instantly is the ones who send me a thing saying, "Hey, it's got these. I'm getting these EPCs, and it's making this much money, and you're going to make a killing on this." And I'm thinking, well, yeah, that doesn't tell me anything about what the product is. So
Right.
click goodbye. Or then the other person who tells me something is a so-and-so program, but that's it. I want someone to do what I like to do: send out something when I can. I send out a video letting people know, letting my affiliates know this is what it's all about. This is how it's going to help people.
Mm-hmm.
Get a little look inside,
Mm-hmm.
so you don't have to go and spend a lot of time. Here's a preview, and if you want to go have a look inside, here's a link to go see inside to see more.
Mm-hmm.
And just make it really helpful for the affiliate to sit down and just look at this is what I like. I give people what I know I like.
Yep.
And that's it. Time is so valuable to us, everybody. I mean, that is the one thing we can't get back.
Well, I don't know about
there's so many things pulling on our time every day.
Yeah, I know you and I get on Skype late at night sometimes, and
Yeah.
and I'm talking to you when I should really be in bed most of the time. But the truth is, I work very hard. I like to work hard, and I put a lot of hours in. But when somebody can come to me and say, "I've done this work for you," and I've made it easy for you to promote this, man, that's something I can take off my list. I love that. And that's what you have to do as a product owner, is really help those affiliates have more time in their day. One of my favorite people is Jimmy D. Brown. and the reason that I like Jimmy so much is that Jimmy, he has his priorities in the right spot. I mean, Jimmy tries to limit his daily work to 3 hours so that he can spend the rest of his time with family, friends, doing the things that he likes to do. And he's incredibly organized, and he keeps his systems incredibly simple. And that's what you have to do as a product owner, is really help those affiliates have more time in their day. One of my favorite people is Jimmy D. Brown. And the reason that I like Jimmy so much is that Jimmy, he has his priorities in the right spot. I mean, Jimmy tries to limit his daily work to 3 hours so that he can spend the rest of his time with family, friends, doing the things that he likes to do. And he's incredibly organized, and he keeps his systems incredibly simple. And
Yep.
that is so important to be
Yeah,
efficient.
I was so disappointed when I came to NAMS because Jimmy was supposed to be there and he got sick and couldn't come.
Yep,
That was a major disappointment. I really wanted to meet him.
yep, I
He's
know.
somebody I've seen online for forever, you know, and yeah, he is. I like his way of doing things.
So you need to go to we on our homepage at mynams.com. Go to look at the mystery guest that we have listed at the top and put in a guess who you think that's going to be when we have a mystery guest on Saturday night that we're not telling anybody about. And it is a big name person. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but you will be really interested in knowing who that is. And we're going to announce that in about 2 weeks. So if people can guess it, I'm going to have a special report there for the people who can guess it.
I've been waiting for your second clue to come out.
We dropped another clue today.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check my inbox and get that.
Yeah, he goes to Disney World twice a year. That's his second clue.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then, all things being equal, why is this affiliate going to choose you to promote their product? You always got to keep that in your mind.
Yep.
Why are they going to choose you? So when you start recruiting affiliates, who do you want? Who has a vested interest in your product? Who will continue to promote? If I'm promoting a product on parenting, let's say, it makes no sense for me to go to home builders and try to get them to promote my product, right? So
No.
one of the things that you have to do as a product owner is hang out where those people are. You gotta use and you've done this. You've showed my team, my members, how to really get into Google and do a lot of niche research to find out what the market is like and where the market is. And you really got to hang out as a product owner to let people know that you have something that they might be interested in. You have to
In
do it
fact,
gingerly.
yeah, I'll be going over that on February 11th.
That's
for
right.
NAMS.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. We got you scheduled on Saturday morning.
Very, very important.
It is.
Super important.
It is. And the other thing you want to do is make sure that you look at who has products that are complementary to yours, because
Yes.
they are your affiliates. They're your joint venture partners. They are the people who can sell your stuff on the back end of their stuff, or even you guys can do some kind of trade or something. So it's a really important thing to make sure you know who the other people, who the other players are in your business.
I got to point out there, really important. You just said complimentary.
Mm-hmm.
And I get people approaching me, you know, all the time. And what I find is one of my biggest products out there is Product Creation Lab Workshop, and I've got the home, you know, the hobby, how to turn your hobby into an information product empire and things like that. So sometimes I get people who approach me and say, well, you know, they've got this whole system for creating products. So it's like, well, yeah, but wait a second, I'm already selling that. Why would I promote?
Right.
You know, that's in direct competition to me.
Right.
However, somebody says to me, listen, I've got this thing for driving traffic to your sales page.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yes, that's complimentary because my people are going to be creating products and they need to be able to drive traffic. Perfect. Yes, I like that. So you always think that way, is to really think, how does it complement? You know, how will your product complement that person you want to be an affiliate? How will it complement their product?
And that's where
that fits nicely. That's really important.
And that's where the product owner puts on an affiliate hat, because you're making that arrangement so that you don't get 100% commission on it. You get, unless it is a 100% commission item, but you get the commission for referring traffic to that guy's product. I mean, you know, it's a win-win situation. The last thing I've got here, though, I like to, not a lot of people talk about this. When you're recruiting affiliates, do you recruit people who are super affiliates, or do you recruit people who don't have any experience at all? I don't know about you, but I used to use Renocoder a lot to have products created, you know, software, and actually help me create stuff that were not products, but just do back-end system changes to my business infrastructure and stuff like that. One of the things I found was that if I was willing to spend a little time and search out people who were highly qualified but didn't have any feedback because they didn't have any experience at that system, I could get them and train them on how I wanted them to do the work. And they were so excited and willing to do that that they became loyal to me and did an incredible amount of work. I have one guy that works with me now. He's on a retainer every month for me, has been for the last 3 years. And I've worked with him now for 6 years. And I got him on Rent-A-Coder. He started doing a $10 project for me on Rent-A-Coder. And it was his first feedback. And he is in Romania, and he does a great job for me. So, he does stuff, and I don't have to worry about it. It's like he has his own section of the business. But that's the way you find affiliates as well. If you have time to train them, and I'm telling you too, this is a big secret. Train your affiliates. Because if you don't offer training to the affiliates, they're never going to implement what you have in your space.
Exactly.
So 2 affiliates walk into a bar. One does one-time promotions. He's on to the next thing. He's always hustling. He's always scrambling for money. Every day he's got a new promotion that he's sending out because he is the Johnny One-Shot, right? He doesn't do follow-up stuff. He tells his list that this is the latest, greatest thing. You got to have this, whatever it is. These are not my favorite guys in the world, I can tell you. The other is a guy who does evergreen promotions. He selects the kind of things he wants to promote. And he uses long-term traffic techniques. He promotes only products that have legs, products that are going to be around for a while. And he watches the money and his list grow because he's also building a business doing this. So he is building his list asset. And the question is, which of these guys do you want promoting your product? Well, the answer is both. The first guy, the Johnny One-Shot, he is not my favorite guy in the world because I know he's going to be off to something else. But today, if he promotes me today, I'll take it because he's going to drive a little bit of traffic in, and that's going to be a little bit of a juice into my revenue. But if I can get evergreen promoters to promote, they'll promote all year long as I do my part. Now, my part's coming up, and I'm going to show you what my part is. So we look at this as a launch versus ongoing. The Johnny One-Shot, he's going to be around for the launch of your product, and then he's going to be gone. And what he's going to play off of is this is the news of the day, this is the product that is the buzz, and this is a guy who relies on short shelf life. I mean, he's going to sell your thing one time, and then he's going to be done with you. The ongoing guy, he's looking for consistency. He wants a rolling launch. He wants referrals over and over and over, and he wants new markets and new traffic. Now, what he's going to look for in a rolling launch is something that you're doing to drive the buzz and the news and the short shelf life, but consistently. So if I've got a long-term product like NAMS has a new workshop every 6 months. So we have the ability to drive to the very next NAMS starting at the current NAMS. I'll be selling seats in February when we have NAMS 7. I'll be selling seats for NAMS 8. And by the time we leave that workshop, we will have half of our seats filled, at least half of our seats filled for NAMS 8. I'll also have my hotel half filled at least, and I'll also have we'll be driving a sales contest for our membership site, and we'll be doing all of these things that tag to that weekend. And that weekend will generate a lot of buzz. We actually trend with the NAMS workshop on Twitter during that weekend.
Right, yes.
It's really cool to watch that happen.
It is, yeah.
So that is a rolling launch. Now, between the workshops, what I have to do is create new products and new techniques for people to latch onto and say, oh, I can promote that. Oh, here's a new report. Oh, here's something else that I can promote. That's a rolling launch. And people are excited to have those opportunities to promote something new for you.
And you've been rolling pretty heavily.
Long time now.
This last 6 months have been insane with the My NAMS and stuff, and all the stuff before that. Yeah, you're always coming up with something that's fantastic.
Yeah, I do like to do that, and I like to give people opportunities to feed their pocketbook and mine as much as possible. So to control that rolling launch thing, I have to have a place for people to go. Now I'm going to switch over here to the web and show you this real quickly. This is it's called NAMS.WSF tools, and it's just the affiliate toolbox. And I will show you quickly what we have here and how it helps people. Let's see which one of these is the affiliate toolbox. Here we go. So this page is, first it tells you that you need to be logged in, and you'll see I'm not logged in here yet, and I'll show you the reason why. If I look at this link down here, there's a blank space right here. That's where my affiliate link's supposed to be. If I log in, by the way, I never promote anything with my affiliate link on it because I don't want to compete with my affiliates ever. If people come in straight off of my traffic, they're getting a raw link from me, never an affiliate link.
Exactly. So then it keeps tracking your affiliates, because like I say, nowadays we've got some great systems. A lot of systems I'm using, like that new Digi results. I love it.
Yep.
You probably noticed that whenever I put out a new product, you're getting
I'm getting commissions.
You're getting credit right away, even though you get commissions before you promote anything.
Yep. If I promote,
it's great.
If I promote,
that makes for happy affiliates.
Well, every time I get one, I think, I need to promote more because I want to drive these people in.
Exactly.
I got a substantial commission check the other day from one of our instructors, and I didn't know I'd sold anything. It was amazing. I mean, I got like $500 commission check from him, and I didn't know I'd sold anything because what I had done was drive traffic, and they were going in on a free report, and they had been buying product from him, and I was getting commissions and didn't know it. And how nice is that to get a $500 check that you're not expecting? Love that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have a PayPal. I have a separate, just personal PayPal. And for some reason, I had that hooked up with Jim Cockrum, and I didn't know I'd promoted something of his. And then one day I went to check it, and I better put some more money in there. I use it for testing.
Right. So do I.
Over $500 in there. I was like, what's this doing in here?
Yeah.
It was for that. So yeah, those are always nice surprises to get.
So now you can see I logged in, and my affiliate.
Yeah, now you're logged in.
My affiliate link is right there. So here is my affiliate toolbox. All of our products are here. You choose this, and you can select any of these products to sell. Sometimes we have a special promotion, like we had a 2-day promotion on all of the audio recordings a few weeks ago. And so people were driving a lot of sales with the audio recordings. And that's another way to keep a rolling launch, is you offer something at a ridiculous price, and it drives people into your system, and they buy and they get tagged into the system, and then they're tagged for the workshop and everything else once they come into that. Now, some of this material is free, too. For example, this one is Test My Marketing IQ. One of the things you have to do to motivate affiliates is give them a fun thing to do sometimes, content-wise, that they can talk about, create a buzz. So Test My Marketing IQ is something I had created. I had this plugin written, and I'll be selling this plugin soon too, by the way. I had this plugin written so that I could find out where people are in their business, for one thing, but also give them I could talk to them in their own language. That's the deal. So you click on these radio buttons and choose where you are in your business by answering these questions. Are you building a segmented list? What are segmented lists? Well, I'm a newbie if I've clicked on that one. I'm building my list now, but how do I do it the right way? Okay, I don't have much experience. Yes, I have several lists, although I really could use more segmentation help. Okay, that person knows what segmentation is about. They want to talk more. Yes, I have several lists, and they bring me regular income. That's an experienced marketer. So the answers to these questions tell me something about the person that's clicking through. Now, I haven't collected any information from them yet. Now when I click this last button, or when I click the final button, it doesn't have to be the last one. When I click this final button, this button is going to change, and it will give them a response that's based on the level that they clicked. So it says good start. Click here to see what's next. Good start indicates that you're not all that experienced, right?
Right. Yep.
So I'm going to click that.
I noticed that when I went and played with it before. I actually put this as homework for my members this previous weekend.
I saw that.
And I asked them to please send me. And I got people to send me in, because I'm using the feedback for that for some of my oncoming newsletters. I can focus on what they need.
Okay, see, that's brilliant.
It was fantastic.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, I loved it. It was great.
that's a great use of this because you can then talk directly to
Yep.
your people and know who they are and what their issues are. Um,
Yeah, it's great. I like to keep the finger on the pulse, and they're great. I get a lot of feedback, anyways. People are always sending me emails, and they're letting me know what they'd like or what they have problems with, their questions, or get fantastic questions. But this was really great. I mean, I could really go over there and really think about it. I said, "Here, this is your homework for the weekend." Spend a couple minutes there doing this,
that's really smart.
and it seems like a bunch of people got
It
a lot
did,
out of
yeah.
it. So that's good.
So what it does is it gives you the question, and it gives you what your answer was, and then it gives you insight, personalized insight to that question, customized insight to that question from us about where you are, what you must be feeling, and what you need to do to move forward. And then under each one of those questions is a link to the NAMS sales page. So you're going to read down here at something, and it may trigger, oh yeah, boy, that one really rings true for me. Click here to uncover more, see it, set it and forget it techniques. Oh, I really want to know more about that. So I click on that. It takes you to the sales page. And
Right.
it's really a nice technique for getting in the heads of your prospects and being able to have a little conversation with them. But the point of this is that's a unique thing that the affiliates can use to start driving traffic to your site.
Exactly.
Let's go back to that.
It's also what I like about it is that as an affiliate is that you need a reason. I don't want to just hammer my members with mail after mail.
Right.
Or just say, well, you already told me about this. But when it's something new, it's something different. Like being able to send them the homework or the IQ on the weekend was great. It's something that it's not like I'm just promoting.
That's right.
Which is not something I want to do. It's like I'm giving them something that's useful.
That's right.
And that's what I'm always looking for. And so here's another reason to send out an email and say, here's a little something to do on the weekend. Not everybody has to do it, but I thought it'd be helpful. And I think it is.
Yeah, it is. It's also educational for people. They get to learn something about themselves and about what they need to do.
So I guess for everybody listening, really, I mean, this doesn't mean that you have to put a marketing IQ, but think of your own niche and what you can use, what kind of tools you can give your affiliates like this. I mean, David's going to be, you said you're going to sell his plugin at some point. Well, and I can see where in some niches, for example, let's say that I was in a bodybuilding niche. I could make this up for bodybuilders.
Yeah.
Find out what their level they're at. And then this is a tool that my affiliates can use. It's fantastic.
Well, and the other thing is that this plugin is going to be, there's so many uses to this. You'll be amazed when you see it because I'm actually going to do a treasure hunt through my site using this plugin.
Sounds like fun.
That way you can drive people into different pieces of the website that they may not be familiar with. Like we have a forum and we have members' blogs. Nobody really understands the value of their members' blog, but they can use their blog to actually drive back to their own blogs with link backs and use our traffic to drive more traffic to themselves. So it's just another benefit. So that was one thing. And you're right. It's not something everybody wants to do for themselves, but you need to think along these lines. What can I do that's different?
Exactly. Yeah. What can you do? Something interesting and something that your affiliates can use.
So then you can choose other products here, and like I said, about half of these are free. So for example, the free affiliate training, the 6 steps in implementing big ideas, these are all content things that you can drive people to and then get them into the system once they sign up for those free things. And then the other half of these items are sold items so that people will buy them and you can actually use those and pepper those through your site as well. So we give people a lot of opportunity to make commissions. And once you're in here, you can use all of the tools that are in this system for putting banners on your site, email series, so that you can actually start an autoresponder series and get people interested, signatures, text ads, tweets, all of those things. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let me show you another thing. I want to not miss this because this is new, and it's going to look a little different when you're done. when we're done with it. The top will have a little bit more information up here, a little bit more sales page information. But this is called the Niche Mall. And the Niche Mall for paid members, and I see I'm not logged into here. Let me just refresh this page because I did log in. The paid members, when they drive people to any of these products, they will get 100% commission on any of these digital products. So you can choose, for example, I have it. This is brand new today. We just loaded this today, so I haven't looked at it. This is Extreme Health Resolution Secrets. So this is the first time I'm clicking on it. I hope it looks good. So I'm going to click the website here and take a look at that website and see what it looks like. And it is just a simple web page with this digital product. Who can use this book? What's the price? The price is too high on that. We'll end up reducing that price. And it has a click-through right here that is a PayPal click-through. And it uses the wrap system as the back end. So if you're a paid member, it automatically picks up your PayPal address and drives commission straight into your PayPal account when people buy. Now, what you promote, though, is you don't promote this page. This is the catalog page for you to choose from. You actually build an ad or get your link here by clicking on Create Custom Ads.
Yeah, see that? That's really nice.
Then this is going to jump up like this, and you start with an ad that is a text ad. You can change the type. Let's make it 18 color. Let's make it almost burnt orange. We'll leave the text size the same. That changes. That's a hyperlink to the sales page. Let's change the border to 3 pixel. Let's make it, let's make it dashed. And we'll choose the red again. And so you've got a small 3 pixel dashed. And this is building dynamically. Let's make it an image ad.
Right.
And let's make it a 300 by 250. And the image adjusts size automatically. Now that's pretty cool, right?
Oh, slick. You know how much time I just spent making these ads by hand to put for my blogpreneur training?
Right.
And you're doing it just like that. Click, click, click. I'm like, oh, gee.
So somebody's going to look at this and they're going to say, well, maybe I don't want to, I don't want all this code on my site. If I made this bigger, let's see if I can make it wider. What happens if I make it wider? Let's do the 468 size. Yeah, that's not so great. It's got a lot of text in there. But you can actually, if you've got an ad that you can build inside this box, I don't know why this box is so small all of a sudden, but anyway, we'll get that worked out. But you can actually do a screen capture and just use your link right here to drive an image in. Or you can just use the image of the book itself right there,
right,
and add your link to that image for your site. So you've got a lot of ways to promote that. So if you click on any of this stuff, it takes you directly to that sales page. You're building an opportunity to sell any of these products. Now, we have all of these different niches here for niche marketers. Food, this is one you'll be interested in, Kevin. It's just a lot of food recipes, all of that. Family, children, home and garden, marketing, let's see, self-help, software and services, a lot of stuff. Now, you look at this and somebody's going to say, well, why on earth? I've got 1,200 products in here. Why on earth am I allowing people to sell these products at 100% commission? You got any answers for that, Kevin?
Well, myself, whenever it's 100% commission, it's because it's building a list of buyers, getting really qualified people in who are going to want to buy more stuff.
That's the first thing. That's absolutely right.
Okay.
That's the first thing.
So you got me stumped on the second thing.
The second thing is...
Maybe I just need more coffee.
The second thing is that this is your affiliate link. So when you get somebody to buy from this catalog, you have just tagged them in the system for anything else that they buy from My NAMS.
Ah, right.
So if you're an affiliate, you just got huge value, not only driving cash into your system, into your pocketbook at 100% commission, but you also tagged the people who were buyers from you into our
Hmm.
system so that when they become members, and the upsell on every one of these is going to be if you'd like to get 100% commission too on these products, um, join my NAMs. And
Right.
so that's how we get people into the system. And this is a no-brainer to me. I mean, there are some pretty good products in here, and you start driving people into the system by making money. I love that. I mean, how many opportunities do you have to drive people into an affiliate system by making money first? So that's the
Yeah.
point of that. Uh, and then the other thing I wanted to talk about before we get over, I think we're going to talk about this on the. Let me bring up the PowerPoint here. Um, oh yeah, this is the next thing on motivating affiliates. You know, money's good. Everybody does 50% commission. 50% commission is kind of like the standard. And I don't really believe you have to do more than 50% commission, but you have to do these three things, which is be generous, be outrageous, be available. And that makes up a lot for if somebody comes to me and says, I'll do it for you, but I want 75% commission. You know, if it's somebody with a list of 1 million, they're going to get it. If it is somebody who comes to me and says, I wanted to do this one time, I don't want a relationship, I'm probably not interested because what I want is somebody who, no, that's not true. Somebody with 1 million list, they get what they want. They can do what they want. But what I really want is somebody to understand the value of being generous, of being outrageous, of being available so that they can go back and make as much money as possible whenever they want because I'm doing stuff for them. The outrageous part comes in when you build in incentives. That's one of the things I like to do is build in incentives for affiliate people. We give a lot of cash to folks, and we start out with people who are making very few sales. To get $35 in referral commissions, that's 3 sales basically. No, I'm sorry, in commissions, that's 5 sales to be able to get $35. And if you get $35 on 5 sales, I'm going to give you back a $15 Amazon gift card. Have you been watching the gift cards I put up on Facebook for people who do these kind of things?
Yeah. So well, saw one you did on
Kathleen
Facebook,
got
and of course I.
yeah, she got a $100 gift card on Sunday. Kathleen got
Right.
one. Yeah,
That's who it was.
yeah,
Kathy. And yeah, I've spent yours already.
yeah. I sent one to you as well. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, and a Kindle.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
I got both. So I love my Kindle.
Yeah,
And
and you got your
it's
Kindle because
that's
I did an incentive last
yeah,
fall, and you
yeah.
qualified for it here. In fact, you qualified for 2 of them.
Here it is. Yeah, yeah. I got the Kindle, and then I use the rest for gift cards
That's right. That's
to
right.
buy stuff.
So
But it's that and that's something that I've now got, and as just as an affiliate, it reminds me. I mean, I read my Kindle all the time. I take it with me everywhere now, and so it's tangible. It's something I won. It's kind of neat.
right,
It's like Christmas.
right, right. So there's one more thing here. I got really crazy with this because I thought, well, if I'm going to give away, I think the final prize that I had last fall might have been this Apple MacBook Air. You do $1,500, I would give you this Apple MacBook. And I thought, no, let's think about this. I'm driving people to a membership site. If you and memberships are going to be renewed for at least 3 months. That's usually the average is at least 3 months. My NAMS is closer to 6 or 7. We started in August with this membership site, and we have very little turnover. So once they're in the system, they pretty much are staying in the system. But the point is, I was thinking, if I'm giving people the first month referral commission and driving a lot of money back to them, what happens if I get really nutty on this and start doing $10,000? I'll send you to Africa for a 5-day photo safari.
Yep.
Or I'll give
Yep.
you $7,000 cash back. And then I started thinking, well, that's pretty impressive, but what's outrageous? How about if you do $20,000, I'll give you $15,000 back. So you get $20,000 commission on $40,000 sales, and I'm going to give you $15,000 of that back. That's pretty outrageous, but I didn't think it was enough. So $30,000, you get a Harley Davidson. $50,000, I'll give you a BMW 2011 BMW 3 Series Coupe, or $40,000 cash. $100,000 or above during that incentive period, and you get it all. I'm going to give you all that money back for the first referral. So why would I do that? If you refer $100,000 to me, Kevin, and you can do this anytime you want to, by the way, I'm happy for you to do this. I will give you 100. You send in $100,000 new referrals in this incentive period, and this incentive period was 4 months, basically. And so over that period, you're doing rolling launches. I'm giving you all kinds of stuff, and you rack this up, and you send in $100,000 over 4 months. You're going to get $100,000 back. That means you've got 100. That means you've got enough new customers to generate $100,000 1 month commission. I'm going to give you everything for 1 month. I'm going to collect $50,000 on that second month, on that third month, on that fourth month, on that fifth month. So it's a win-win. I'd be crazy not to give you an incentive to do this.
Let's bring this back into a quick frame for product creators who are watching this, and just point out exactly here what's happening. First of all, David asked me to promote my NAMs in, I think it was September.
Right.
And he had these prizes. Now, for one thing, okay, first criteria is that it has to be good. So my NAMs, I know it's good.
Right. And
I know it's going to be helpful, and it's going to be a great, and the price was fantastic. So yes, I'm going to promote it. However, I'm also competitive, and I wanted to win the Kindle. So that was an extra incentive, right? You know, I mean, it made me just promote that a little bit harder, just to give it a couple of extra pushes that I probably wouldn't have done otherwise, because there was this incentive there, and it was something to win. It's something tangible, and it's kind of neat to be able to walk away. Yeah, hey, I want a Kindle.
Right.
You know, or obviously winning the Harley Davidson would be absolutely fantastic.
Right.
But, I don't know where I'd park it here, but still, I'd find a place. But the thing is now you might be looking at it and saying, yeah, but I don't have the money to put out for this. You know, David didn't have to buy the Kindle until after I had done the sales.
That's right.
For him, and he had the money there to buy the Kindle for me. So, as a product creator, you know, this is not something that you cannot do. This is something you can do also. You can create these and say, okay, if you have so many sales, I'm going to give you this. Yep. Because you know you can afford to do that, because you're getting the money before you ever have to send out the gift.
That's right.
Or the prize. So this is not out of reach of anybody. It's not just only David can do this because he's got NAMs all built up. Anybody can do this. I mean, somebody who's just starting to do this.
Well, you know, I looked at this $100,000 thing at the bottom, and I thought, you know, am I nuts?
It sounds crazy, but it's not.
Am I nuts to do this? And I thought, no,
it's not really.
It is absolutely brilliant to do this. Now, the next step, I've got one more slot here that I haven't added to the page yet, because I'm really looking at it very hard. And that is, what if I could get some super affiliates who could do $1 million? If they could do $1 million, so I'm thinking like a company. You know, let's say it's a business that wants to do a flyer in their monthly mailing. What if I could get Verizon to put a flyer in their monthly mailing for my NAMs, right?
Exactly.
And if I did that, and I said, you make $1 million sales, I'll give you $1.25 million. You'll make not only 100% commission, but I'll give you an extra 25% commission on that. Would I be nuts to do that? I don't think so. Yeah. Because, you know, next month I'm going to have $1 million. And the next month I'm going to have another $1 million. So I can make this promise as long as I understand the rule, and as long as everybody else understands the rule. So it's really, really a smart thing to do. You have to be careful about your accounting so that you make sure that you have that money when the time comes. So an incentive over 4 months, you know, the tendency is you could go ahead and use that money. So you got to set it aside and make sure that it's there for people as it comes in.
So I guess the next thing you're going to have to look at is getting an option to buy on a castle in Europe, right?
Yeah, why not? How about a space shuttle to the moon? You know. Yeah, that would be it. That would be it. So that is that. If
Yeah.
people want to see that incentive program, they go to nams.ws/win. And that is the thing about being outrageous. And the big reason why we look for these, why we do what we do about this outrageous and being available and offering all kinds of value to affiliates is you want winners on your team. You want people to be winners. They want to always talk about having won something. So we have a system, we have a program as well on Sunday night where we do a random drawing for that is just pulling the name out of the hat basically for anybody who has made a new referral that week. And on Sunday night, we give away a $100 Amazon gift card. So it levels the playing field. Even if you've made one sale this week, you have a chance to win. And it really appeals to that gambler mentality that you were talking about, Kevin. That's really important. People love the ability to win.
I like that. I like that idea that even somebody who only makes one sale, it really they know that everybody knows they have a chance to win. They're not just going to have they're all going to be up against the super affiliates and they're not going to stand a chance.
That's right.
Which a lot of contests is like. So I really like that you do that. Also, I always remember when I was over at NAMS and you had the contest there for all the people who were members.
Yeah, we do that at the workshop. We do that every time.
Oh,
we'll be doing
fantastic! The guy from Venezuela when he won, it was just fantastic to see. Yeah, he was so happy.
He was absolutely amazed. I mean, this is a guy with no list and no anything, and he made 26 sales. So he was just beside himself.
It was just he was him and his wife were just boy, they were smiling like you didn't believe. I mean, this is it was well worth their trip to NAMS at that point. They'd gotten their payback.
Well, and now let's see. The other thing I wanted to talk about was setting the expectations. So what I've done for NAMS and my NAMS is that I have to set the expectations for what I want my affiliates to do and my instructors. So you can see this booklet here that I've created for the NAMS instructors. I sent this out not long ago, and it sets down very clearly what their obligations are for doing a presentation, but also for promoting and what to expect. And I expect people to adhere to that. And when you deal with affiliates, you want to have a set of guidelines. People need to have structure, and they need to know what's expected of them. So be clear about that.
Yep.
So this brings me to the last slide, which is we are having our next workshop on February 10th to the 12th in Atlanta. And it is not too late. We have an insane deal for people, and that is if they sign up for the workshop using the coupon that we have on the sales page right now, the price is $497. We drop it to $147 for you if you use the coupon. But also, we give you 3 months free in the membership site. So you'll get to be, which is another $45 value. So right now, and that goes up probably after the workshop. So, I mean, the membership price probably goes up after the workshop. The other thing is, if people would like to check out the IQ training, the marketing IQ training, this is your link for that as well. This is nams.ws/KRNAMS for the workshop itself. And if they go there, and they'll have the opportunity to go there or just join the membership site as well. Or if they go to the IQ marketing IQ page, they can do that at nams.ws/KRIQ. And if you have any questions, you can contact me at namsupport.com. So, Kevin, any questions? Comments?
Well, yeah, you just surprised me because you didn't tell me about this when we started this. So especially how much you dropped the price for NAMS.
Oh, yeah, it's a ridiculous deal.
Thanks.
You bet.
Thanks for offering that deal. Yeah, no, that is fantastic because, like I say, I've been there. One of the things that on the previous slide you said no pitch. That's to me really, really important.
Yes.
Is that it is very much it's a learning week. It's a long weekend. It's not really a weekend. It's a long weekend, a learning long weekend, three days, and wow.
Let me just show you.
That comes out to, what did you say, $147? That's $50 a day.
Yeah, it's crazy. Let me just show quickly. I think. Oh, by the way, this is Terry Dean, and Terry's the testimonial on top of that page. There are several here, but Terry says this is the best workshop he's ever been to, and he only recommends this workshop. I want to show you this graphic, though.
Well, I agree with him.
This graphic is in the morning we have a joint session, in the afternoon we have a joint session, and then the rest of the day is breakout sessions based on your experience level. So if you don't know anything, you're just getting started, you come in at NAMS 100. If you are a full-time marketer and you need to hang out and work with people who are also full-time marketers to solve a lot of business asset and growth questions, you hang out with the advanced markers in the NAMS 400. So we have, this is a unique system that we have in place to really focus on the experience level for everybody. And
Yep.
that's the thing I love about it. And these are the instructors. We have 29 instructors coming to NAMS plus the mystery guests. And you just click the button here, and last chance 7 is the coupon code to put in to get the 147 price. Otherwise, it's $497. So
Wow.
there you go.
That's fantastic. Thank you.
You bet. You bet.
Uh,
I appreciate you having me on today.
Because I just know from being there myself, I really agree with Terry. It's the only one. I haven't been to that many myself, really, but I went to one in Singapore in my first years, and I'm glad I didn't really go there to learn anything because it would have been a waste of my time. It's just good to go there and meet people.
Right.
But with yours, even though I was an instructor, I sat in on a couple of the classes for stuff that I'm not so strong on, and it was great. It was absolutely fantastic. The workshops, the teaching time, you're actually learning something,
Right, right.
and you're applying it. It's not just a lead in to sell you something like some of these others are. So it is fantastic.
Well, that's why we do it. That's why we like it so much. I mean, it's. I've been a teacher at 3 universities, and the whole idea of pitching. I tell the instructors the reason this is a no pitch workshop is that if you do your job well and you teach well during your 60 minutes of presentation and your 60 minutes of workshop after the presentation, people sit there with their computers and actually implement what you've just taught. If you do a good job of that, then the students that are in your room are going to say, how can I learn more? And if they don't say, how can I learn more, they're not interested. I don't care if you pitch or not.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So,
and if they want to learn more, they'll find you.
That's right.
When I came to NAMS, it was a good ego deflator because most people didn't know me. It's funny because I'd been to the Warrior event earlier, and everybody there knew me, and you get a little bit of a big head out of that. And when I went to NAMS, it was really funny because most people didn't know who Kevin Riley was, and when I left there, everybody did.
Yep.
And
well, and you're always. People want you to come back always, so we're looking forward to having you come back.
Okay, glad to always hear that. So by not pitching as an instructor, just going there and doing a good job, that pays off. So it's a win-win situation.
Yeah.
I think the instructors make out because they get get there and let people see this is what I do, right?
Yeah.
I'm a teacher.
Yep.
And then for the students, they're getting really good instructions.
That's right.
It's a win-win situation.
That's right. Well, once again, thank you so much for letting me do this, and I appreciate everything you've done for us, Kevin.
Well, thank you. I mean, that's really helpful. It's always good to get this kind of information out. Hopefully this will help some people on some of my members to get their own affiliates.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome.